Yeah, we back in the building, y'all. Smash that like button once you come in the building. Y'all know what to do. It ain't gonna hurt y'all feelings. It ain't gonna cost y'all. Make sure you smash that hype button too while you watching this video. Cause obviously today topic, I had to take a little day or two off, get my mind together, personal things I had to do. Make sure y'all go get y'all coffee, y'all tea, energy drink, water, whatever, cause we in Harlem today. Harlem, New York, the home of Camron, Mase, Diplomat, Jim Jones, list goes on. Well, there's a legendary rapper also that's not here, obviously. And very legendary. Somebody that I actually grew up on, hearing his music and all that. The one and only Big L. If you're from the East Coast, you know about Big L. If you're from anywhere else, and you in tune with Harlem legends and the rap and all that, yeah, you know about Big L. Rest in peace to my boy Big L. Obviously, his daughter just went on a podcast about, I want to say about a day or two ago, I think. Shout out to 139 The Beat. Make sure y'all go subscribe to 139 The Beat. They from Harlem. So they in tune with a lot of Harlem things that be going on. And obviously they wasn't feeling what was going on with Camron and Mase. And a lot of people say, nah, Smoke, what you talking about? Well, let's get to it. Camron and Mase been telling stories lately on their podcast. I say not lately. They've been doing it for a while now. It is what it is. Shout out to Cam, shout out to Mase, because I rock with all of them in Harlem. I grew up off that music over there, man. 140th, Danger Zone, McGruff, shout out to McGruff, shout out to all them boys over there, all the big homies over there. But anyway, we all know the podcast is obviously, it's about sports. But see, Cam and Mase, they like to switch it up a little bit. They'll go back memory lane, talk about some things that happened in Harlem. They'll talk about the good, then they'll talk about the bad. And everything I speak on this video is alleged also. So let's put that out there, allegedly. Well, Big L daughter jumped on the podcast and she says enough is enough. She's tired. She said they painted the picture like her father was this stick-up kid and all this because Mase, and we're gonna get to the clips. Mase went on the podcast that he shared with Camron, and he actually spoke about a situation when he got robbed for his watch. And he said, I think two times he said he got robbed. The first time it was an attempted robbery, so allegedly. And he put Big L name to the robberies. And Big L is a very known person out there, get money, rapper, all that, whatever. The list goes on. Shout out to Harlem, tap in, make sure y'all comment. And she says she's tired of Mace talking bad about her dad. Now, some of the stories might be true, some of the stories probably alleged. But we all know, okay, at the time, his daughter might have been a young female, but growing up in the blocks, you know what's going on. And the people that actually runs 139 The Beat, they from Harlem too. And one of the homies actually used to run with Big L that does the podcast. And he said he's tired of the foolery that the way they painting this picture of Big L being this stick-up kid and he's setting people up and all this. And no, see, people don't understand that was his brother, allegedly. Big L had another brother also. But see, we don't know the truth. Only Harlem streets know the truth. But we got to talk about this because my question to y'all, my question to Harlem, my question to everybody in New York, everybody that's tuned in with Big L music. Is this a bad picture that Mace talking about Big L? He a stick-up kid, making it seem like he a petty, jealous, envy person that was hating on him when both of them was coming up in the rap game, meaning Mace and on Big L, because they didn't like each other. They always bump heads. If anybody know, they know. Let's talk about this because I feel like certain things you just got to leave out, and certain things you shouldn't bring back the energy and bring the energy back to the universe. Speaking on old problems that you had with somebody that was here. Let's talk about this. We're gonna go over the video, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get this show started. Yo, 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 yo. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV. We back in the building. Smash that thumbs up. Ain't gonna hurt your feelings. Ain't gonna cost you. It's absolutely free. Share the video. Subscribe to the channel if you haven't. Don't know what you're waiting on, to be honest. Make sure you keep that notification bell on so you know my videos are actually dropping. Shout out to everybody that got their membership by supporting the channel. Shout out to Team Smoke Gang. Try to get yours also. Now, let's get this copyright out the way. Copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find that in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. Again, copyright fair use disclaimer. You can find it in my description on my channel. Everything that I speak on over here is absolutely for educational and entertainment purpose. The clips and the videos I play are also owned by the original creators. So we're gonna get straight to it. Hold on, let me sip my little coffee. You know what I mean? Oh, by the way, good morning, everybody. Good afternoon, good evening, wherever you at in the world. Shout out to y'all. Get y'all coffee, get y'all tea. Let's sit back and talk about this right quick. Because we in Harlem right quick. We in New York right now. So give me a second. So we got this thing going on right here between these two. Now, this is Big L right here, NFL. If anybody from Harlem, New York, y'all know what NFL stands for. Ninjas for life. I'm going to say it that way. Ninjas for life. I'm going to say it that way because, you know, we can't use that little N-word once too much in the air. So it stands for Ninjas for life. And in the middle over here, pause, rest in peace, Huddy Six. You got Huddy Six and Big L, and then you got the young Cam right there on the right side. So Cam and Big L always knew each other. They're from the same block, obviously. If anybody know the history with Mase, Mase moved up to Harlem when he was a kid, coming from North Carolina. And then you got another picture over here also. I'm just showing y'all a little memory lane. You got the basketball player, Sham God. You got Big L in the middle, and you got Cam right there on the left. Now, Mase tells a story about how him and Sham God got robbed. Mase tells a story about him and Sham God right there with the black on, that the stick-up kid ran up on him, and he allegedly, this is according to Mase, allegedly, he's saying that Big L was the one that set the whole plan up to send the Puerto Rican guy to go rob him, this and that. But according to 139 The Beat, the podcast, which we about to get to right now, he's saying like, nah, listen, it wasn't nothing like that. He said that Big L's my man. I was with him every day. He said I was locked up, but nigga, the block, nigga, we all know the truth. Nigga, we knew what the hell was going on. He breaks down the story saying that it had nothing to do with Mase getting robbed. It had nothing to do with Mase getting set up. He's saying that it had absolutely to do with street politics. At the time when Mase is speaking about when him and Sham God, the one with the black right here, with the black shirt and the black sweatsuit, whatever. He's saying that Big L was the one that set that plan up later on, the information that he found out, meaning Mase. But according to Mase homie, the podcast over there, 139 The Beat, he's saying, nah, at the time, that's when that little gang, the Bloods and all this was going on in New York City. And the Puerto Rican kid obviously must have been down with another gang. I'm assuming some Latin Kings or something. And he got robbed, according to the dude. The Spanish guy came back, and Mase and Sham God, they had red on. And at that time of the hate era of that gang in the early 90s, they was on some color shit. They was on some color shit. Oh, you got red here, blood. You got blue on, you a Crip. You got black and gold, you Latin King. I mean, they was just they was bugging out in the early 90s about the colorways on when the gangs first hit New York City, as far as the Blood, Crips, Latin Kings was always there. But the Bloods and the Crips, the Bloods obviously, because they was going to war with Latin Kings in the early heydays. He's saying that the Spanish guy came back up the block and was gonna run down on anybody that he seen that had red on. And it was just a coincidence that Mase and Shamgar was walking down the street. Now, Mace gonna talk about this, but we're gonna get to Big L's daughter first. And Poppy ran down on him. But he blames the robbery on her father, Big L, which he keep talking about. He wrote books about this. I mean, he paid an image like Big L's a backdoor king, like he just set everybody up. And his daughter, Big L's daughter, says she tired of it. She got a lot to say. Let's get to it, man. Like one up, drink y'all coffee, man. Y'all already know the vibes. Make sure y'all subscribe to the channel, man. Let's get to it, man. Rest in peace to Big L, man. Because this is nasty work on Harlem, and this shouldn't have to go the way it's going, to be honest. Let's start this, man. Let's start this show, man. Shout out to Mason Cam, too, man. Shout out to everybody in Harlem.
If I know, I couldn't do it. Like me and my man Vito Cash and us. If I know, and we should speak on this about Alpo, when a lot of people know they wouldn't say it when he was here, but then say it now, I think that's cowardness. Now we all know if Leroy was here, that nobody wouldn't be saying
exactly.
Nothing. That's the shit that get me mad.
Exactly.
Now the guy that's talking right here with the black, with the black hoodie on. They from Harlem. That's one of Big L close friends, the guy with the black. I forgot his name. Shout out to him. He got another channel too, which he does sports. But make sure y'all go subscribe to 139 Beat. Now the people that y'all seeing, because I'm just gonna tune y'all into right quick. The lady in the middle, that's Big L daughter. The lady over here on the right, that's Big L niece. And yeah, we're gonna hear more from the daughter though. Now, hear what Big L friend said. He's saying like, if Big L was alive, these niggas won't be talking the way they talking. And he's exactly pointing at Camron and Mase. That's exactly what he's talking about. And they're all from the same area, but enough is what he's saying. Let's get to it though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Let's hear what Big L homie had to say.
Stand, I don't like. I couldn't do it. Like me and my man Vito Cash and us. If I know, and we should speak on this about Alpo, when a lot of people know they wouldn't say it when he was here, but then say it now. I think that's cowardness. Now we all know if Leroy was here, that nobody wouldn't be saying
exactly.
Nothing. That's the shit that get me mad.
Exactly.
If you're gonna stand on it, stand on it. You know you wouldn't have been saying nothing if he was here. So the problem I have with that was,
and even when little Leroy was here.
But
exactly.
You got a big platform. Everybody, we show love. We all from the same hood. To me, it was unnecessary. You didn't have to do it.
Right.
So Cam threw a bone, but then tried to sit in the back and say, I just asked a question. It was premeditated.
Right.
You knew what Mase was gonna say.
Right.
And to me, I was out there. See, like she can't speak on it because she's younger. I'm out there and everybody know what it is.
Let me pause it right there because a lot of people I seen in the comment also, they're like, yo, how she know she was a young lady? That's Big L daughter. She was just born and all this. She was very young. But that's when the homie come in. He jumps in. Pause. He saying, listen, she was young, but nigga, I was out there. I know what's going on. That's my man right there, Big L. We was shoulder to shoulders, nigga. That's my homie. So the little foolery that Mase been talking about in the books and in the podcast, according to the homie. Shout out to you, Mase. I'm only doing my job here. I'm only reacting what's going on here, Mase. Because me and Mase, I did a video about a while back with Mase and shout out to him. He hit my DM and he said, yo, respectfully, you got it right. But I left bad boy. You know what I mean? I already knew what was going on. That's another story. But shout out to Mase better. Mase, according to Big L homie with the black hoodie, he's saying, nah, I was out there. That story, absolutely a lie. I don't know what's going on here. This shit been going on for years, but enough is enough too. And to be honest, let that man rest. But let's continue hearing what Big L homie had to say, and plus his daughter, because enough is enough, man. Niggas got to stop painting these little fantasy, little war stories and shit to make it seem like, know what I mean, like they good, and making it seem like the other guy was a stick up backdoor artist. Now Big L older brother, Big Lee, he was on a different level. But what they trying to say, Big L wasn't on that type of time. Big L was always a get money type of nigga. Let's continue though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel.
Say, I just asked a question. It was premeditated.
Right.
You knew what Mase was gonna say. And to me, I was out there. See, like she can't speak on it because she's younger. I'm out there and everybody know what it is. So the thing I didn't like was L had a big fan base. They love Big L, right?
Right.
So when he threw the bone and Mase came out and said, Big L tried to get me robbed, and they had the video of the Spanish dude that robbed him, right? And him at Shamgard. He said, L, now mind you, all these years, nobody never heard this shit, right? So this is in the 90s. He said he got robbed. Now, we always heard from the gate, the Spanish dude who robbed, the dude didn't even speak English. That's number one. Where did L get this dude from to rob him? He didn't even speak no English. So boom, he gets robbed, right? They had red on, Shamgard and Mase. Back then, the Bloods was like got in the streets because it started in jail. It got heavy in the streets. So the dude got robbed by Bloods. And first thing he see guys, to Spanish people, he's a hick. He was a hick. You gonna he saw them, he robbed them. Right. He gets caught. Yeah. But now, like I said, he come to the story, L tried to rob me. So what made me speak out against it, so I'm like, all right, they want to say this shit is whatever. Yeah. But now reading the comment section and all the
Right.
people, I just like Big L, fuck Big L.
Exactly.
So
Right.
now
Yeah.
his
Right.
fans turning on him.
Right.
And they
And see, that's where they're trying to explain that. And I get what they're saying. You're killing a legacy. You're trying to damage that legacy. And when you got families and friends that's still out there, still breathing, out there in 140th, out there in Harlem, out there in Lenox, that love Big L, they saying enough is enough. And I feel the homie because he's like, yo, these niggas is telling stories and they absolutely lying. Mace think that the Spanish nigga ran up on him and robbed him, which we're gonna get later on soon. He's saying that Big L was up to the robbery. He backdoored him and Sham God, the guy that I showed y'all earlier. He was a basketball player. According to Big L homie, saying was nothing like that. The Spanish guy got robbed by some blood street guys, I guess, at the early days of the heydays of New York when that gang shit was first kicking off as far as the Bloods. And he's saying that, at that time, those Spanish Jews wasn't playing. They was coming back. They was robbing any nigga that they see. So they sending two niggas who ran on. Oh, them niggas down with the gang. Nigga, we going to go rob them niggas. That's exactly what the Spanish nigga went to go back and do. According to the streets and the rumors and the narrative, it ain't had nothing to do with Mace getting robbed, according to them. Now, Mace always told his story like, yo, Big L robbed me, this and that. He set me up, and they always bump heads. But you gotta prove that shit too. That Big L try to backdoor you and try to rob you, Mace. You just can't go off of word of mouth. That part, I'll sit back and wait. Word of mouth will get people hurt. Put hands and feet on them, or sometimes clock, boom, they get up out of here, and then you find out, damn man, that shit was a whole lie, man. We done did some BS. Exactly, because you're going by word of mouth. So according to Big L homie over here from 139 The Beat, go make sure you go on subscribe, go watch the full interview. We're gonna continue. He's saying they had the story mixed up. He's saying Mace out here telling lies and enough is enough, man. Let's continue though, because they got a big platform. That's the problem too, Mason can.
him or his grandson and all the people, I just like Big L, fuck Big L. So now his fans turning on him.
Right.
And they looking at him, he's grimy. Now people like, L be setting people, I'm glad he dead.
And
this,
then
that, and the third.
started making
His
YouTube
father
channels.
did this, they start doing all this. So now that's when I came up and I got on, shout out to Gully TV, and I got on there and I said, nah, that wasn't true. Right. And they capping, talk about he robbed him. Where did you get this from? Right. And then they trying to make it like, L, and then, like I said, it keep going. You put them in a negative light. This like recently, even with Cam and Dame Dash got into it, and Dame Dash was like, yo, him, Big L, and Cam was in the car, and they was like, no, Big L would have got him robbed, like he was grimy. I'm around L all the time. What homeboys, name a dude to come out right now to say he was with Big L and L got him set up. Now people like, Big L.
I'm not gonna lie. Ever since I've been hearing about the Big L and the Mace beef and all this and Mace getting robbed, I never heard it from nobody else. Real Big L fans and real Camron and listen, they know. Y'all all know. We only heard this story coming out of Cam and Mace. Mostly Mace. Nobody else, like the homie say, yo, nigga, I should be with the Big L all the time. That's my man right there. This is what the homie saying. He said, nigga, nobody else from the block never said this. The only nigga said this was Mace. It's because him and Mace never liked each other. So maybe Mace making up stories or assuming, allegedly, that Big L was trying to backdoor this nigga. We don't know. We got to remember, these niggas was young kids at the time. And I mean, Mace, he popped off kind of early. But I get what the homie's saying. You putting negative energy on somebody's name that's not here. And you don't even got the facts to prove this shit. So when he got his homies that's still here, meaning Big L friends like the one right here, he's saying, man, why nobody else from the block is saying Big L was a backdoor nigga? But you, Mace, you the only one saying this shit. Something for you to think about, right? That is true. Let's continue though, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video.
Saying, his brother and his, I'm around L all the time. What homeboys, name a dude to come out right now to say he was with Big L and L got him set up. Now people like, Big L, then they saying, his brother and his son, Leroy got him killed. his own father got his brother killed.
Yeah.
So it just was this a whole bunch
like
of negative, and y'all got to hear it.
And act like, we got to hear it, and they act like
y'all got to hear it.
They act like, we don't feel
that
we don't feel that. Like me, like I've been going through depression all my life. Like we don't feel that. Like me, like I've been going through depression all my life. I'm just starting to get the help that I need here at this big age right now. Like kind of like this year, because it was like, I'll come out of it, go into it, come out of it, go into it. And my whole thing with Cam and Mase, they watched me grow up. I used to be around Mase a lot. You know, we used to have the workout thing next to 39th Street, and they used to come and sit on the benches and stuff. I used to like I used to like, but I don't say I have love for Mase, but it's really disappointing. Like Cam, he always came off. Well, I don't know. He got all kinds of personalities to me.
Nah, but growing up before he came to rapper, he was totally different. He's cool. But, he wasn't like that.
You know, that stuff gets to your head, little, you know. But my whole thing with them is, y'all sit here using the platform. From my understanding, I thought this was a basketball, like a sport.
It was. That's what I thought too.
Wasn't it?
The sports podcast.
To my understanding, I thought it was a sport podcast. So why is my father or Lamont even being mentioned when you're supposed to be talking about basketball? Then he like.
Let's pause it right there. Lamont is the older brother. Her father is Big L. You had Big Lee, and then you got Big L. She's right. It's a sports podcast. It is what it is. What Cam and Mase got going on. Shout out to them. That shit is dope. I watch them too. They're hilarious. But like I said, they do bring up memory lane of the streets and of the heydays and politics, street things that happened to them. But certain things you just got to keep in the closet, because now you bringing back memories, and them people got daughters, nieces, and families out there that don't want to go back and live that shit. People trying to surpass that. They don't want to go back to that memory when they was heartbroken, crying, and people don't want to read. They don't want to go through that again. So when you bring that shit back up to the universe, you bring that energy back. Now the family got to hear this, and then allegedly, according to the family members, there's a little bit of sprinkles of lies in there. They throwing a little bit of lies in their stories, according to the homie and according to the daughter. Well, the daughter was a little bit too young. I'm going off what the homie is saying. From 139 The Beat, the one that was speaking about that Big L's his man. They used to run together. So I'm going to believe him a little bit more, to be honest, because baby girl was a little bit too young at that time. But she could hear stories from close friends that was close friends with Mase, Cam, and Big L. So we just can't take her story and discredit it and throw it out the garbage. And I mean, her story's about shootout. We can't do that. Nah, we can't do that right there. She's from the block. Right? Their family is very known. NFL, Ninjas for Life. She's going to bring that up. There's friends that's still out there. So she hear the stories. A lot of them not going to say things in front of Cam and Mace's face. They're going to talk behind their back about a lot of things that they probably lying about. We don't heard Jim Jones running around here saying that Cam be lying about a lot of shit. So what make you think that Mase ain't lying about the robbery and all this, trying to make Big L image look all crazy, pardon me. Why he's unalive as that. Nasty work. You just don't do that on the dead. Know what I mean? At the end of the day, certain things you just keep to yourself, man. And if you ain't got nothing nice to say, just keep it to yourself. Just say, yeah, you know, I got robbed. You don't say Big L was the one that tried to backdoor you. And he been saying that shit for years. Let's continue with baby girl talking, though, because this is Big L's daughter. And, yeah, she got a lot to say, man. Let's continue. Smash that like button.
He playing basketball when he was mentioned when you're supposed to be talking about basketball. Then he, like, wasn't he playing basketball when he was a kid?
Nah, he played
like,
ball.
Why you don't focus on that? And my whole thing is, y'all supposed to be so Harlem. Y'all never did nothing for Harlem. I have never, not once, remember them giving back to the community. I have never, not once, seen Cam come throw something for the kids or Mase come throw something for the kids or whatever. Like, I never seen that. We had so many kids growing up on, like, so many of the guys, like, you know, I grew up with that on our block that, you know, was, like, real talented and on the scene. They ain't never go to the block and get them up out of the block, but you so Harlem, though. But you never did nothing for your community. And it's like y'all sitting here trying to, like, talk about you know, the past, how can you focus on the future if you so bent up on the past? Like these kids that's out here, they going through some things.
And that,
like they need people. Like Cam, you so big, or you whatever, you have a platform. Yo, come teach these kids how to put the pen to the paper. Like it's a lot of talent out here. You get what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
Like, and on top of that, matter of fact, you already got people who put my godbrother Pyrex got a mean pen to the paper, mean flow. Come get him. Like, do something. If y'all want to sit here and like be so Harlem, like come to Harlem.
but my thing is this. But
Whoa, we ain't done. Oh, we ain't done. I told you we ain't done. Now, if this is true, I'm not gonna lie. Now we know we live in an internet world. Before we continue, a lot of people go back to their communities. They show on the internet. They're giving back to the kids and all this. You know, even the rappers that's not even in the game no more, they still go back to the communities and give back to their kids. I mean, get back to the kids and do programs, summertime programs and stuff like that for the kids. I see this with a lot of rappers that ain't rapping no more. A lot of the OG rappers like the Camron and the Mase. I'm not gonna lie. I never seen Mase go back to Harlem and did anything. Now, some people might say, nah, you know, Mase might have, he did it. The nigga might have did it way back in the early days. We talking heydays. She's talking about recently. Last 15 years, last 10 years, last 5 years, whatever you want to say. I haven't seen them niggas go back and give back to the community. And if I'm lying, somebody in Harlem over there and the danger zone in Lennox and all that, where them niggas is from, make sure y'all comment, put y'all smoking. Correct me if I'm wrong. Is they giving back to the community, to the kids over there in Harlem and all this, the Lennox Avenue, 139, 140th and all that? Is these niggas is giving back to the community? Because according to Big L daughter, she said, man, these niggas ain't giving back. They might slide through, Cam might slide through in a Lambo or something, but these niggas ain't giving back, according to what she said. I don't know how true this is. But sometimes you got to believe the people like her because they still there. They still in the community. So we can't discredit what she's saying, to be honest. She's still around the area, whatever she's at out there. Let's continue though, man. Like I said, some of these rappers, man, they be putting up this little, image, man, and we be believing a lot of shit they be saying, but sometimes you got to dig a little research, and when people from their neighborhood start coming out speaking, and like, yo, your story is wrong, champ. Like, you're not gonna do that to my homie Big L while he not here. Niggas robbed you just because, nigga. Let's continue though with old girl speaking.
everybody in the
a lot
block,
of things
nobody never the
affect
block
us, like,
ever
like
tried to
these
come.
books that's coming out too, where they're painting themselves to be all gangster and stuff, and it's like, yo, we know y'all were never built like that. Like, that's what I mean by if you know, you know. But my whole thing is, my problem there is, y'all knew my dad. Let's talk about all the stuff that he did for y'all. Some of y'all wasn't put out and on the street because if he had it, he was looking out. We going, like, even going back to the block parties. You get what I'm saying? Yo, my dad used to leave us, go get a whole bunch of firecrackers from wherever he went and got firecrackers from to bring it back to the block when we had the court in the middle of the in the middle of the park, and have them like going off for hours. You get what I'm saying? So it's like y'all sitting there, y'all all like, and I'm gonna say like these NFL peoples. Y'all was supposed to be niggas for life. And y'all know what type of person my dad was at heart. My dad had a good heart. And it's like y'all sitting out here, y'all making, like, y'all telling these stories, and it's y'all stories. Like,
But it's lies. That's the thing about it. A lot of it lies. Like, I'm not saying every single thing, but a lot of it is lies. But my thing is, why? They don't even make no sense. Like I said, them two rappers, right? Not one time, nobody in the block ever came on platforms, try to disrespect Camron Mase. I know, see me, I get my own money and I do my own thing. But I never got down on them, but I privately dudes kicked them in the back. I don't kick them in the back because I do my own thing.
Right.
But dudes kick them in the back but maybe smile on their face. But nobody never came on platforms disrespecting them. They all right, cool. And anytime I always
Right.
gonna show them love. They from the block, yo, what up? This thing I ain't gonna do that.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like y'all do y'all choose not to do like what you just said. They never did nothing for the kids. That's them. But guess what? Doc, Don, Vito, Keep Cash, and the Beat 139. We doing for the community.
Yeah.
I ain't got time to
But
be
my
rocking
whole-
with
but
what they
my-
not doing for the community. But my thing is this, right? Why? What's the reason? Why?
That's what I'm
What
saying.
is
Like,
the
what
reason
is the
you
point?
doing
Like,
that?
where
There's
are
no
the
point.
And that's a good question because that's something I actually want to know. Why continue bringing that story up? Which y'all trying to kill the image, kill the legacy? Like, I want to know why. Because it's not a nice story. It just making look. It just got Big L looking like he a professional backdoor setup king and shit like that. And that's what it's making it seem like. Now, some people be like, nah, Smoke, you really don't know. You know, I'm from out there. Big L was on that. I mean, listen, put y'all Smoke in the comment. I don't know. I'm not from 103. I'm not from 139, 140 for Linux. I'm not from up there. I'm not from the Danger Zone. I'm not from Harlem, none of that. But y'all tell me, was he a professor? I heard about Big Lee, according to the narratives and the stories that we heard about Big L brother way back in the days. I mean, DVD eras and all that shit. But was Big L on that type of time? And if he was, what's the point of even bringing a story? Like, y'all trying to just kill his whole legacy to make it seem like he's the bad guy or some shit like that? I don't know. I'm asking y'all. What y'all think? We're going to get the Mase when he speaks about the story. Let's finish this out. Let's finish this right here, right quick. We're going to get the Mase when he speaks about the robbery and all this. Know what I mean? Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel, man. Because this is nasty work.
It don't
know
make
where
no
these
sense.
stories are going. It's like everybody is trying to prey on our lifestyle. I mean, on our life story. When we the ones who we the ones who actually live this, but we're building our own. You get what I'm saying? Like this situation could have took us out, but God. You get what I'm saying? Any other person would have probably went like what we've been going through would have laid down. But nah,
Yeah.
what happened? Celebrity hairstylist, a whole doctor, a whole teacher, soon to be principal. Like at
She talk about the
like
you have to be clear. You, like you said, you're a celebrity house.
me a celebrity?
Nate right there is a
Yeah, but I
teacher.
want to hear what
Nate's a
this young
teacher.
lady got to say. When
Shout out to his daughter and his niece doing their thing. But let's get the Mase right quick. Speaking about the robbery and the story that the family and the close friends of Big L not really feeling. They saying enough is enough. This should have been going on for years. Like, why continue talking about this? A lot of people saying that, like you just heard the homie said. Niggas from the block talked about this situation, Mase talking about this. So niggas from the block saying that Mase probably lying. Allegedly. I don't know. But according to somebody that's from that area, the homie from 139 to Beat, he's saying niggas is talking. But they just smile in their face when them niggas, know what I mean, when the can pull up or something like that, Camron. I don't know, man. Let's continue though. Let's hear the story that Mase is actually speaking about and the reaction of Big L daughter, the reason why she reacted the way she reacted, and his friend also from the podcast over there. Let's get the Mase though. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel. Share this video.
Big Lee and Reg, but Big L brother, Big Lee and Reg, they didn't like you. If you had 3 bricks in the car, or you was on the way to get 3 bricks in the car, on the way to get bricks, whatever fucking lie you told, story you told, you wouldn't have made it home. Big L lines niggas. Mase, right?
Yeah, yeah. You lying me. So,
Yo, Big
you
L.
got a point there.
That's right.
Yeah, you quick on your feet.
Big L lines niggas like barbers, my nigga. You wouldn't have made it home, my nigga. Stop sign them. But
You see, that's one of the stories. Remember when the homie said they was talking about the car situation? That's the story right there when they was talking about it was in the car. I don't know how Big L type of time he was on back then. I don't know if he was really lining up these rappers or niggas from his own. I don't know. But according to his best friend, once again, when we about to continue to a Mase speaking about it, he's saying like, yo, bro, I've been around my man all the time. My man wasn't on that type of time. Nobody from the block got backdoor from him, so I don't know what the hell Mase talking about. Let's continue though.
I mean, you want me to tell a story, so I got to tell a story.
Yeah.
He started using a few of my lyrics, like different compounds that I was using. That's when you make.
This is the part when I told y'all him and Big L never got along. And Mase, the one that took off and with his career first before Big L. So Mase is gonna explain the whole situation. These two never got along, even when they was young back then. That's why Mase probably felt like Big L was trying to backdoor them or had something to do with him getting robbed. Peep this out. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video.
Words rap at the same time. Me and L would get into it, and one time because I mean, you want me to tell a story, so I got to tell a story.
Yeah.
He started using a few of my lyrics, like different compounds that I was using. That's when you make two words rap at the same time. So I checked the nigga.
Not just words, syllables.
Yeah, syllables. He started using my syllables. I'm like, yo, L. So then Gruff laughing and all that. Gruff like, y'all niggas need the box, you know?
Gruff
you
is
know how niggas.
Gruff gas shit like a motherfucker. Gruff, that boy Gruff not a
Gruff
gas
like, murder, then that nigga go right there.
Yeah.
L looking like, what? So then me and L start talking. The conversation goes super left, you know? And then next thing I know, I'm in a tunnel. And then nigga Fat Joe comes up to me.
So hold on for people. Not a tunnel. That's a nightclub.
Yeah, the nightclub, the tunnel.
Right.
So Joe come up to me. I'm looking like, and then Joe see me and Joe's like, man, I ain't doing nothing to that nigga. That's Mase. You know what I'm saying? That's something y'all got going on.
Right.
So
that's first, but hold on.
That was the first time.
But hold on, just so the audience stays on top.
Yeah.
Big L and Fat Joe was kind of in a clique together, Lord Finesse and Buck Wilder, digging in the crate. So it may have been something alluding to that. Just for the audience that doesn't know why Fat Joe would randomly come in.
So then
Big L first attempt, according to Mase, saying that he tried to get him robbed in the tunnel. Legendary club out there in New York back in the days. Everybody know about the tunnel. Fat Joe said he spoke about this story. Fat Joe and Big L used to be down with a crew called Digging in the Crates. I used to listen to their music. Fat Joe said, man, listen, y'all got to deal with that. I ain't got nothing to do with that, Big L. But this is the story that Mase is speaking at, how much him and Big L always bumped heads, and he always felt like Big L trying to rob him, all types of shit, according to Mase, allegedly. Let's continue.
He's running with Fat Joe. You know, he called them niggas. First, he tried to talk to Party and them, but I knew Party and them niggas. I knew Party Artie.
Yeah,
that
Party
was my
Artie.
nigga.
Yeah, Party Artie. I think Party died, right?
Yeah, he died.
Party was nice. Party was nice.
And Wally World and all them.
Yeah, man.
He didn't know I knew them niggas from basketball, so it wasn't going to go no further than that.
Right.
So then, like, a couple months later, we get into it again about something, and I think it was over a chick or something, and then me and this nigga Sham is walking to like 41st Street.
So just to put this story into perspective, we all children is parked on 139th Street.
Yeah, we all chilling on 39th Street every day. So 39th to 40th, 40th to 39th. Right. So we walking up 40th.
So Mase is basically, I just want everybody to keep up with your story.
Yeah.
He's basically saying he's leaving that area, going somewhere else.
I'm leaving 40th Street. We got ices, you know, we just paid for the truck. All the kids getting free ice cream.
Now, this is the part when he speak about the Spanish guy, run up on him and tell him like, yo, give me your watch and everything you got. This is the part that he's saying that there was another attempt that Big L sent the Spanish nigga to go rob him. We just heard Big L friend say, nah, that shit ain't had nothing to do with Big L, according to Big L friend. Peep this out. Smash the like button, subscribe to the channel.
39th, they all got on Mase Day t-shirts, you know. So everybody's running up to the block like, yo, Mase is out there. So I parked my car on 40th and we just walking through the hood. So, and it was my first rollie I got, like iced out. This is the first one. So I get around the corner on 40th and I walk up 40th on 7th to 41st. And a Spanish nigga just run out of nowhere like, yo, give it up, nigga. I'm going to kill both of y'all niggas.
And when you say both, who you was with?
Me and Sham God.
Sham God is the coach.
Sham is standing like where his stat is. And people that know me know, they like, yeah, this nigga Mase played too much, bro. So he kind of got Sham. I'm looking at Sham like, he don't have me right now. He got the gun on you. You know, we play basketball, so we pause. We communicate with our eyes like,
Yeah.
nigga, I'm about to run. I got that look like, yeah.
Right.
Yo, nigga.
Shim got the don't leave me look.
Shim got the look like, Mase, stop playing. You know how Shim looks like, Mase, stop playing. So I'm like, I give him back the look, and this is happening in like 30 seconds.
Real time.
Fast communication. I'm looking at the nigga like, but this is my first rollie.
Yeah.
I can't
First
just
one
get
at the
his one up
B-side.
like that. So then Sham was like, yo, he rubbing his stomach. That mean like, come on, my nigga, don't leave me.
Yeah.
Pause. So I'm like, I'm going to take this watch off and I'm going to throw it because now the nigga done clacked it on us. We know he's serious. We didn't think he was serious first. Once he clacked it, I'm like, nah, I can't let him shoot Sham. So I take the watch off really slow. Sham like, Mate, stop playing. I'm taking it off like, should I? I'm fake it. The nigga said, yo, it's taking too long. He put the gun on Sham. So then I take the watch off. I'm like, this nigga then got caught. That's what I'm really thinking. This nigga got caught. The car, by the back of the car wheel, because I knew it was going to bounce off. Pause. And when the watch fell, we just ran. But by the time we ran, the cops came from the left side, and before he can even pick the watch up, the cops had got the nigga. And then I'm like, man, bro, I just need my watch back, shit.
Now remind you, he just got robbed. Whatever he almost got robbed for the watch. Whatever happened. He said later on he about to explain that he find out word of mouth from somebody else that Big L was up to that whole robbery. Peep this out.
You owe me, bro. We not even worrying about if the nigga is good or anything. The first thing out my mouth is pause, Sham. You owe me, bro. I need my watch back. And then when the dude get locked up, he goes into jail. Niggas start calling me, yo, a nigga in here that just took y'all watch or something, you know. And niggas got crazy on the dude in jail. And then they beat the nigga so bad, he told us who did it. He told it got back to the city that the guys that did it, it was like, yo, Big L did that.
You see what I mean? Now we got a whole mess with the family and everybody else speaking about like some of that story that he's saying is basically a lie. That Big L ain't had nothing to do with that. Now, I'm going to let y'all be the judge on this video. I'm going to let Harlem be the judge on this video. I'm going to let New York be the judge on the video. I'm going to let everybody be the judge that's Big L fans. Y'all think Big L, obviously these two never got along. But do you think Big L had a lot to do with the shit that was going on with Mase? The robberies and all this and that. And, you know, Big L tried to backdoor him and all because of jealousy and envy? I'm going to let y'all be the judge on that, man. Because I believe certain stories, but then some of them I quite don't believe because he's going off of word of mouth what other people told him. And that's something that Big L friend from 139 The Beat is trying to explain now. So shout out to 139 The Beat. Shout out to Big L daughter for speaking her side of the story, and the homie also over there. And I'm gonna let y'all be the judge and tell me what y'all think about Big L, man. Y'all think that nigga was a professional backdoor setup king back in the days? I don't know, man. I know I should listen to the homie music, but I don't know about his street life. So I'm gonna let y'all be the judge, though. I'm up out of it. We on to the next video, man. Smash that like button, subscribe to the channel, share this video. Make sure you keep that notification bell on so you know my videos are actually dropping. And yeah, we out of here, man. If they know, they know. It's your boy Smoke News TV, man. Salute, gang. I'm out of here.